She said classes.
Live.
Are we on?
Yes, we're on.
Seriously? I've been waiting for Paula to get over
Patrick is like inspecting the unicorn over there.
It's a birthday unicorn.
Look who we got here today.
Or is it a birthday hat?
It's a horn. It's a unicorn.
A unicorn.
You need a granddaughter.
Birthday.
Yeah, you need a granddaughter.
So this is our giveaway today. It's really cute.
It is.
Somebody who has a granddaughter?
That's correct.
Okay, good. That's
Yep.
good. I'll figure it out in a minute.
I know who it is.
Well, it's because you don't have a name on the back to help you.
don't.
Your cue is gone.
Right.
Okay, Paula, who is this going
For
to?
Marge Green.
Marge
Oh,
Green,
Marge.
yay.
Congratulations. So next time you're in, we'll have this put aside for you. And you can keep it for yourself or give it to your granddaughter. It's your choice.
Super cute.
Super
It
cute.
is really
That's
cute.
awesome. All right, so welcome. And Paula, what day is it?
Hump Day.
It is Hump Day. I gave it away though. So we are here for another Facebook Live today. Paula and Kate are going to do
Another
Sewing Bee.
block.
Another block.
Week
Yeah.
3.
It's week 3 already.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That's crazy how, yeah. So you're going to have it done like pronto, aren't you?
End of March.
End of March? Wow, that's going to go fast. All right, well, again, it's going to be a very fun day for you. Hopefully you're all participating in this. If not, there is a kit available, right?
There are kits,
Yes,
yes.
so we can help you out with that. And it's free, right?
Not the
No, you
kit.
have to buy the pattern. It's
Oh,
$14,
$14 for the pattern.
and the kit is $139.99. Why are you even standing here?
It's a good question. I ask myself.
He
that
just
every
stands
day.
there to look pretty.
That's right.
He doesn't
So,
even have the joke today.
I don't have it. Yeah, Paula's got a cute joke, by the way.
Paula's got a very cute joke
That's
for you
good.
all.
Anyways, the kit is $139.99.
$135.99,
Oh.
isn't it?
Sure?
So why are you standing?
Why are any of us standing here? It's right around that.
139, 135.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The pattern is
Exactly.
$14.
And then we do have an optional backing kit too, right?
do.
And it's $59.99, and that is for the backing.
That sounds good. Couple of quick announcements. Saturday, we are saying thank you to everybody. So we have our big customer appreciation party.
How many years has it been since we've done a
We
customer
haven't done it.
appreciation
It's been a
sale?
while now.
It has
Yeah,
been a while.
This used to be a mainstay when we opened 20 years ago. Probably the first 10 years.
Don't even talk like that.
I know, huh? Let me show that picture again.
Oh,
So again, we used to do the sale every year. We've gotten away from it. We're bringing it back though. So we will have refreshments for you, a cake, because I love cake. It's a perfect opportunity. It's going to be Saturday at both locations. So we'll have a little meat and cheese tray, and so we'd love to see all of you come through. We have specials on everything. So even better than our normal specials. So we've got 25% off on some things, buy 2 get 1 free on stabilizers.
And thread.
up to 70% off on some machines.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So again, we've got a really, really nice sale going on Saturday. We'd love to see all of you come through.
And we'll have
either of
door
the locations.
prizes.
We will have door prizes. We'll
Yep.
have all kinds of fun stuff. Yes. So looking forward to seeing everybody on Saturday. It should be lots of fun. Also, we got a ton of classes to talk about. So do you want to talk about those, Paula?
Sure, Patrick.
What is that one?
This Buy Annie Pocket
Packers?
Packers.
So this is
Pocket packers.
Elaine's
That's perfect.
new By Annie class. It is the Pocket Packers.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
Isn't it
Really
cute?
cute. Yeah,
And it has
really
2
fun.
separate zipper
It's
components.
got vinyl.
And it's got vinyl. And it's got the foam and the mesh with a zipper.
Zipper, that's
Yeah.
right. So it's all very cool. By Annie she does some so cool stuff.
And the date on this one is February the 21st, I
Is that a
believe.
Zoom class?
It's
It
a virtual
is.
class.
Okay,
It's
cool.
$10, and the kit you can buy the kit is $32.99.
Perfect.
Woohoo, that's coming up. So again, anybody who wants to participate in that. We also have Kate's serger class.
Uh-huh.
So again, this is going to be the serger placemat. It is February 6th, just in time for Valentine's Day. So you'll be able to complete this project and get it passed out to your Valentine. Again, you're going to be doing, you can either use the new Applaud, which is this top cover stitch that you see, or you can use your Triumph, which you're going to do a flat lock.
Or a regular
yeah, you
serger.
can do a regular. Yeah, I was just going to say
Doesn't have
that
to be
same
a
thing.
Triumph.
Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. So again, this is a flat lock that she is weaving the ribbons through on the flat lock. So again,
You can do either or.
Yes.
correct. Or both. if
Or
you want.
both.
That's right. Yep. So again, that's on February 6th,
From
10 to 12. It's only $10 for that class.
And it's $10.99 for the kit.
Cool. That's awesome.
It's a Zoom class. It's baby lock.
It's serger.
Surgery Club. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Then this is Baby Lock Club next week,
It is
right?
Baby Lock Club. Is it next week already?
Yes.
Oh, I better get started.
You better get started.
So this one we are going to play with fill stitches, with motif stitches. We are going to learn how we can create this trapunto look here. We're also going to work with the mini piping foot, which is this tiny little piping that we've got put in there too.
So pretty. So pretty. And there are kits available.
There are kits available.
It's available, and also Baby Lock Club is still available to sign up. So again, for those of you who purchase from us, it is a free membership. But for those of you who, some of our faraway friends, if you would like to participate in Baby Lock Club, it's a lot of fun. We do it as a yearly membership. It's $125 for the year, and we'd love to see you in there because we've got a lot of fun projects like that. We go over some of the more advanced features of the Radiance and Solaris and Altair and all of the top of the line machines. So
Different feet.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You get handouts every month so that you can follow along with the class. So again, it is not too late to sign up. You can do that online or call the stores. And again, it's $125 for the entire year, which is kind of cool.
It's a good deal.
Yes, it is. It's a wonderful deal. And
Mary, if you can give the store a call up here at the Thornton store and speak to Matt or Amanda about your order, we will get that corrected for you. Friday
is going to be our Comet Sold Sale.
Yes.
So we're doing that again every other Friday, and a Friday.
Don't commit me to that.
No, we're doing it at least this coming up.
We are
Friday.
doing it this Friday.
That's right, exactly. So we will have another Comet Sold Sale. It's going to be in place of our traditional live, so we'll have a lot of fun stuff. I saw them go through the products this morning. A lot of cool things again that we're going to be showing this coming Friday at 2 o'clock. One other thing, this one's a real special one. I've got a manager special.
You've got
I
a
never had
manager.
a manager special.
Oh.
I was going through our trade-ins and came across a Solaris Vision that just came in.
You know what? This is
This
crazy.
is crazy, by the way. So the Solaris Vision, it of course is the latest version of the Solaris. I looked at the stitch count. It has 64,000 stitches on it.
It's
That's crazy.
Barely.
It's brand new.
broken. It is brand new. So again, it is a brand new Solaris Vision. We are selling for $89.99. Again, just to emphasize, with the Radiance coming out, it is a perfect time to update or upgrade your sewing room. That is an incredible value for a brand new machine. Again, $89.99. Or you could buy Kate's old Solaris. that
don't
has
call it old.
about 28 million stitches on it.
Gee, I wonder why.
That's right. So again, this Solaris Vision just came in. It is ready to roll, and it's got all the accessories and everything.
It won't
else.
last.
It won't last.
No,
yeah.
I
So-
bet it will be gone by the weekend.
Yeah. So again, fabulous machine. $89.99 for that machine, and
That's the only Vision we have in the store too, other than the one that I had at my house, right?
correct,
Okay.
exactly. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
a screaming deal.
It is awesome. Yeah. So again, give us a call if anybody wants that, or put a comment on there, and we'll get in touch with you. So, all right.
Okay.
That's right. All right. You have
Okay,
fun.
my joke.
Oh, no, you gotta listen to a
Jokes. I
joke.
gotta listen
Okay.
to a joke. Good.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. Good.
Okay. A 17-year-old male walks into a drugstore. He says, "I've been invited to Christmas dinner at my new girlfriend's house. Afterwards, I hope there is a chance I get lucky, if you know what I mean. The clerk says, how about condoms then? They could come in handy. Here's a pack. The young man, after paying, walks to the door, stops, smiles, and comes back. You know, the mom is also smoking hot. I think I'll take another pack, just in case I get extra lucky. Christmas Eve comes around, the boy sits at the dinner table, and the mom asks him to lead the family in saying grace. So the boy complied and starts praying and praying and praying. After a while, the daughter leans over and quietly says to him, I had no idea you were so religious. To which the boy replies, I had no idea your dad was a pharmacist.
Oh, I think that's funny.
That is very cute. That made me blush a little bit.
Matches your shirt today.
That's right. That's good. All right. So you guys get started with your projects. Have fun.
Thanks.
This is such a cool quilt. So, yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here we go. It's Wednesday.
It is.
Okay.
You and me for the next 3 months, right?
Yep. Every Wednesday. Yep. Okay. So last week, Kate showed us how to do this block here.
Block A. Star
Block
A.
Star A. Yep. Has the square in the square center and then the star points.
Okay.
This week, we're going to build on that and we're going to make block B or star B. Same thing with the square to square with the star points, but this time we're adding these 4 little cornerstones.
Perfect.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's go do it. We're going to go pick fabric and then sew.
Okie dokie. I'm going to put the unicorn in front of the camera.
Okay. So this is the pattern. It's called the Sewing Bee. It's $14 by Jill Lily Studio.
Somebody's already working ahead to week 7. Cheetah!
Who is that? Is that Connie Jean Brock?
It is. How did you guess?
She's an overachiever.
She is an overachiever. I'm actually disappointed in her that she hasn't got it finished. Oh, you'll have to bring it in, Connie, when it's done.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
So, Jill Lily Studio is who's doing this sew along, and she's doing it every Monday on her YouTube channel. So if you want to go watch her, you can watch her, and then we're just doing the same block that she does, but we're going to do it on Wednesdays.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice. You can see both and get some little pointers and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that. So last week, like we said, we did block A. Today we're going to do block B.
Okay.
So in the directions, she tells you for each star, you make 9 of all of the stars except 1. You make 8 of. So in the directions, she says to make the block, you need 1 of these, 2 of those, 4 of those, for each block. Block B, she made a mistake. It's not a big deal, except that she said for each block you will need 9 3.5-inch squares. Actually, you only need 1 3.5-inch square. She's kind of giving you the totals for all 9 blocks. We're just making 1 block. So for 1 block, you need 1 3.5-inch square, 1 set of 4 matching 2-inch squares, and 1 set of 8 matching 2-inch squares, and 1 set of matching 1.5-inch squares.
Okay.
Okay. And then white, you need 4 rectangles, 4 1 by 1.5.
So she did it correct on the white pieces.
Right.
It's just on the colored pieces.
Right.
She gave you the amounts to make all 9 blocks.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 4 pieces 1 inch by 2 inches.
So I don't know what time of the day she's doing it on her YouTube, but if you just search Sewing Bee Quilt Part 1 or Part 2 and so forth, it will come straight up. I watched it this morning from the one that she did on Monday.
Okay, so for this block, we're gonna need. So you need help me pick fabrics.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come this side.
So we need 1 3.5-inch square for the center.
Ooh.
4
I'm feeling bees.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's move this a little bit so we can kind of lay it out so we can kind of audition it here. And then we need 4 matching 2-inch squares for the corners.
And that's what's going to make it the square and a square.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Oh, I know which one I want.
Which one?
I want this one. Oh, no, not
That's
that one.
1.5 inch.
What, this
So
one, though?
that's the one I
Yeah.
was leaning towards, too.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so we need 4 of those. Those are going to go in the corner.
I have a feeling this block's going to be green.
I have a feeling.
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of pink in it, though, might be pretty.
And then we need 1 set of 8 matching 2-inch squares. And that's going to be the star points. So maybe we should make them a little bit different so they stand out.
Pink?
What about this?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, and then we need 4 little.
Why'd you need 9? Don't you need 8?
Did I count 9?
Yeah.
Oh. Did I really?
I think so. I'm like, 9? Why'd you need 9?
I was thinking ahead, so okay. Yeah, there we go. There's 8. Yep. See, we'd have figured it out.
Okay.
Okay, and then the little 1.5-inch cornerstone squares.
Oh.
This is what we have cut right now.
We need to go dark red, the lettering.
Okay, that'll be cool.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah. And then what do we need for the whites?
For the whites, we need 4 rectangles, 3.5 by 2 inches. I keep losing my place. 4 white. No. 4 pieces, 1.5, 1 by 1.5, and 4 pieces, 1 by 2.
Okay. And there's the 1 by 2.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to come sit next to you.
Okay.
Now remember, we are putting a splash of yellow in whenever you feel like it. So week 1, we put a splash of yellow in on the block that we did for our A block. But today's block is not going to have any yellow. Her recommendation is that you maybe put yellow in like 6 to 9 blocks total for the whole quilt.
Little pops of color.
So yes, so you don't want too much yellow, just a little bit.
And in the kits, there is a 4.5-inch strip of yellow for you to cut into various sizes.
And we did cover that last week too.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
So the first thing we're gonna do is make the square in a square. So we're gonna take our little corner pieces here. You can either draw a line from corner to corner on all of these, or you can, if you have a machine with a laser, like we do, we are just going to, we have the needle at needle center, and
I don't know if that's in your way.
I need to turn on my hand.
I did put water in it, by the way. And you've got your laser on,
Got
and you're
my
just
laser
going to
on.
stitch all the way down.
Yep. And then I'm going to do it on the opposite corner, and then we'll trim and press, and we'll add the last 2 corners. I need some scissors.
I'll get you some.
Get over here. Now you can, of course, go to the cutting table and use your rotary cutter and stuff, or you can just use your scissors. So what I would suggest, and she also suggests this, is to make 1 block, to make sure that you know how to make it, that all of your pieces are cut correctly. And then after that, to make the final 8 blocks or 7 blocks of the last star, you could chain piece. So you could do all of the square and the squares, and then you could do all of the star points.
And then it would
you could
go quicker.
It would go a lot faster, yeah. So I'm going to press, and I'm going to press the seam going towards the outside.
So Paula, Evelyn would like to know when you're starting your new block of the month.
next week. Next Friday, I think.
Yeah.
So probably like the last week in the month, each month. Is that
Probably.
kind of what we're hoping for?
Probably. At least through March because we're busy doing this too.
Yeah.
Was that a lot?
Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm going to place the next square on the corner. I don't know how to word best to hold these. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to sew corner to corner.
Oh.
How you doing?
Okay, and then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to do the last one.
Here to renew and lower your bill for Comcast. We're looking for the manager or the owner of the store.
Yeah, someone just did that not long ago.
Every year your promotion expires and it jumps up.
No, like it was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you already renew?
Yeah. he
Oh,
just-
perfect.
he just
Call
went
guy.
through it.
Oops.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's two of them.
Yeah. We do it for every plaza, just use anybody.
Okay,
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
then I'm going to trim.
The what?
So Linda, your reservation or your order for the, in fact, I'll take you over there to show them because I've got 10 of the 12 months out on display.
Are you using it?
And I'm going to let Paula talk about how she's pressing those.
So Jill in her video, she suggests that you press the second set of corners, press the seam going towards the center of the block, towards the dark green, because later on when we go to add the flying geese to make the star points, that will give you
Less bulk.
less bulk and a seam to nest.
Okay.
So
I didn't do it on block 1, so let's do it on this
Yeah.
block and we'll see how we like it.
Yeah. The hardest thing is just remembering to do that
I
because
know,
you're
'cause it
so in the habit.
naturally wants to go out.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I'm going to go press, and I'm going to press both of these towards the dark green center.
Okay.
4388.
Yes, we do. Okay, yes, we work on both of them. You can just bring them in.
Expiration? And the CD code?
Okay. So here is your center square and a square. At this point, Jill also suggests if it might be helpful to use like Best Press or spray or some starch and spray this and press it really good so it lays nice and flat and square for you to keep adding onto. So that's the center square and a square. So now we're going to make the flying geese to make the star points. So the first thing you're going to do is lay a square at the end of the white rectangle. These are the 2-inch squares on the 2 by 3.5 inch rectangle. And we are going to sew again from corner to corner, and then we're going to press it open to make the first star point.
Move
Okay?
over just slightly to the left. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, sorry. I'm not
That's
used to
okay.
doing this. Okay. So we're going to sew from here to here, and then we're going to press it, trim it, and press it. And we're going to do all 4 one side and trim and press, and then we'll go back and we'll do the other side, all 4.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Okay, whilst Paula is doing that, I'm going to take you over to talk to you about what Miss Linda just asked about, which is the new Riley Blake Banner of the Month. So here is the Riley Blake Banner of the Month. And we have called Riley Blake twice just because we're new to their program in 2025. And they have assured us that the kits will ship during the month of January, but they do not give us a ship date. So these are the 10 of the 12 banners. You have a choice where you can make these into a banner or you can put them all together to make kind of like a sampler quilt. And Linda, as soon as we start receiving the shipment of these, we will be on it, and we will do this as a Facebook Live for you all. So that is the Riley Blake banner for 2025. Did I just say 2024 a few minutes ago? It's not. It's 2025. And also the kit for today's project. This is going to be our last available set. So we have 6 more kits that we will have available that Paula is busy putting together here, because that is as many panels as we have available. And once those 6 kits are gone, we have depleted everything that we've got for our fabric. And I'm also going to show you a quick manager special today. So the manager special we have today is a placemat panel. And it makes a set of 6 placemats. Family gathers here, life is sweet, enjoy the moment. And the panel is going to be, it's a 1 yard panel, and it's going to be $7.50. So $7.50 for a 1 yard panel. And I do have 2 of these panels available if anybody's interested. Nancy, we will look after the class and make sure that you did order the backing kit for that. And let's go back and see what Miss Paula is doing. She is assemble sewing right now.
So I did the first point, and now I'm sewing on the second point. And I'm going from corner to corner. And I'm going from this corner to this corner versus going from the corner this way, because this is a lot easier to get started under your foot than trying to put the point under your foot, because sometimes it can get caught up.
Get caught, absolutely. So Elaine, we are going to have a few fat quarters left over, but that is it. So if there is a particular fabric, if you've done all your cutting and you need to replenish something, let us know and we can help you. And Sandra Coleman and Loretta Colon are going to be the 2 people that get the panels that I just showed to you.
And I'm going to press, and on the flying geese, I'm pressing both seams out towards the pink.
Okay. And happy Wednesday to you, Miss Birdie.
Okay. So here's our 4 star points.
Love it.
Okay, so now we need to make the
Little corner pieces.
So we've made the square and a square. We've made the flying geese. Now we're going to make the little corner pieces.
Okay.
So we're going to sew a white rectangle to the top of the green, and then we're going to sew the second rectangle to the right of it. And we're going to make 4 of those.
Okay. Those are some little pieces.
They are. But
Patrick might panic if we gave him those.
But at least they're just squares and rectangles. They're not triangles at this point.
Not working on the bias or anything.
Nope. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my laser, and I'm going to use Q, the menu Q2, to move my needle over so I can just do the 1/4 inch with the edge of my J-foot.
Perfect.
So my oldest daughter, texted the family and said, we should throw Dad a big 60th birthday party.
Oh, is it his 60th?
Well, here's the thing. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. We should totally do that. She says, okay, I'll get on and I'll start trying to look at venues and stuff like that, because we have to hurry, and his birthday's in May. We have to hurry and book them, before they're full. And I'm like, but he doesn't turn 60 till next year.
Uh-oh.
And she's like, okay, never mind. We'll revisit this again next year. Because then I was like, oh my gosh, he's 60? That means I'm going to be 59. I was like, no, that's not right. I guess when you're young, it all just looks old.
Yep. My sibling is turning 60 this year,
Yeah?
and he's not okay with it. So I'm going to have to accompany him on a trip out of the country whilst he celebrates his 60th birthday because he refuses to be home.
Oh.
Can you show the project? We absolutely can, Miss Pat. Let me see. What are you up to there, Paula? You're about to... I'm going to let Paula show the next step, and then I will take you over to show you the project again.
Now we're going to take the larger white rectangles and we are going to sew them to the right side of all 4 pieces.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to put the little unicorn in front of the camera lens. So today's project is the Sewing Bee Quilt, which is a sew along for 12 weeks. And this is the project right here. It does require a pattern, so you do need to buy the pattern. And this right here is a panel. Jill, who created the quilt, did say that if you don't use the pattern, you could always do like applique fabric, flowers, or you could do embroidery in those center panels there. But the rest of this quilt is all pieced. And we are working on some of the little 6-inch star blocks that go all the way between the pieces, and then the star blocks that go all the way around the outer edge. The kit for the project is $135.99, and the pattern is $14. And then we also do have a backing kit if anyone's interested in the backing kit. And the backing kit fabric is this really pretty periwinkle. It's a Quilting Treasures fabric called Vortex. Renee, I'm not sure what you are saying. And yeah, I saw on the news last night that there's a lot of South states that got some snow.
Okay, so I'm just laying this out now so we can see what it's going to look like.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. I like it too.
I like the colors, yeah.
This is going to be one of those quilts. When you make a block, you're going to say, oh, this is my favorite. And then you're going to make another block.
one.
Oh,
Ooh, I
this
like-
one's my favorite. Then another one. Oh, this one's my favorite. That's going to be this kind of quilt.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're just going to take and we're going to sew this row, and this row.
Perfect.
So when we did the square and a square and we pressed one seam going one way and one going the other way, that was a little cockeyed here. What happens is when you go to lay these together, you're going to feel that one of those seams kind of nests.
Okay.
And it will just kind of be a little bit easier to hold in place while you're sewing.
Okay.
And then also we pressed these going out so that you can see your 1/4 inch where your seams intersect.
Uh-huh.
That's where your 1/4 inch is. And so if you sew with your flying geese on top, so when you're sewing along, you can kind of keep an eye on that point as you're sewing your seam. Okay?
So the panel does come in the fabric kit, Cheryl. So there is a pattern that is needed that gives you all of the instructions. And then the fabric kit is right here. So you get a fat quarter of 24 different prints. You get the little spot of yellow. You get your binding fabric. You get your sashing fabric. And then you get your white fabric. And the pattern itself looks just like this.
Okay.
Renee, are you asking me what this is? If this is what you're asking about, this is a magnetic phone holder. So we can put it on here so that I'm not necessarily holding the phone all the time. And then you don't get a shaky phone. So I don't, if that's what you're asking about, that's what that is.
Okay. Look at that.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. I think I'm going to press the center section with the seams going inside.
And those going
and these
out.
going out.
Okay.
Okay.
So the pattern is $14 before the 20% discount show. Super cute. Yeah, some of the other ones we have a clip right here, and it's really hard to like open up the clip for it to like clip around the phone there. Whereas this one is just magnetized, so I can literally just put the phone up to it and it grabs a hold of the phone, and then you can position it because it's on a bendable arm.
Okay. I'm out of steam. It's got a little bit of trouble there. That's okay. All right, so I told you how. Where did you put it? Oh, hello, hello. So I told you that I was going to press these seams going in. When I went over to press them, it was near impossible to get this to lay nice and flat and pretty because there is so much bulk on both sides. So I changed my mind, I turned around and I pressed these seams going towards the flying geese. Then you only have half the bulk you're pressing over instead of all of the bulk this way. So sometimes you just have to adjust as you go. I don't know what she said to do, but
She did mention, I also pressed mine out when I
Okay.
did mine.
Okay.
But she did mention that none of these seams are going to match to any other seams.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. It's whatever way feels the right way for you.
Right. And typically, because it seems like it makes more sense to press towards, the rectangle versus pressing towards a point, I thought, well, I'll press this going out and then this going in. But it proved to be very, very bulky.
Okay.
So I changed my mind, pressed the seams going out of the center section and then in on the top and the bottom sections.
Perfect.
Okay, let's sew these puppies together.
I think Elaine does have one. Monica.
Okay.
I love it.
I love it, love it, love it.
Yep.
So we're just going to do one last thing. Because these blocks do end up being 6.5 inches, it is important to make sure that they're as accurate as possible. So we're going to run over to our cutting table.
So the finished size on the quilt is 64 by 78. So 64 by 78 for the finished size.
And I'm just going to lay my block here. We've got this Fiskars rotating cutting mat. We also have the Camberbell rotating cutting mat, which is lovely because it's got the spongy stuff on the back.
Yes.
Whatever that's called. And it is $53.98 and then 20% off of that. So these are both great.
Laura, we've definitely had some issues since the beginning of the year with some sickness around the company. But right now, fingers crossed, everybody is healthy.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a 6.5 inch ruler. I'm just going to lay it straight on my block.
Yours looks perfect.
And I'm pretty much spot on.
I love that.
Phew.
Do you want to square mine up too from last week?
And there we go. Block B. I love it.
And they're going to make
9 of them.
9 of these.
Yep. And like I said, make one,
Give me the price.
test it, make sure you got all your pieces and everything like that, and then like make their final 8.
So as many of these blocks as they have to make, because they're making like a total of like 50 or 60 of these different blocks, right?
Right around 60 years.
Yeah. So Amanda is double checking on the price on that ruler for us, but I think it's, I'm going to guess 45, but we'll wait and see what she
6.5
says.
been really handy too to cut these pieces because these are small pieces.
Yes.
So it's helpful to have a smaller ruler to cut these smaller pieces.
And with the non-stick on there, it holds down and you don't have to worry about it shifting around on your fabric.
Right.
$26.99.
Oh, I was way wrong. $26.99. There you go. So the 6.5 by 6.5 ruler is $26.99. And so if you're doing this quilt and you don't own one, put it on your wish list because it will be the perfect size for squaring up all of these blocks. How short is your block? As long as it is measuring like maybe 6 3/8, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to be sewn together with sashing. They don't line up against each other.
Yes.
So you can kind of use your sashing to kind of fudge a little bit to make everything fit together.
Never had to do that before. And the 6.5, the 6.5 inch ruler is on the website. I put it up there this morning, Renee, so you should be good on that one. Okay, well, thanks everybody, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.